Barrel-aged, Innis&Gunn, Blood Red Sky. Rum, barrel, red, beer. Blood Red Sky sets the scene. Warm Caribbean sand, flickering candles, cold beer in anticipation of the night to come. From this place came the inspiration of this beer brew. Jamaican rum barrels meet Scottish red beer, unlocking notes of vanilla, rich fruit, and lively spices. This craft classic comes in at 6.8 ABV. IBUs are obviously irrelevant. And to note, it is only an 11.2 ounce bottle, as they have always come in. But enjoy. Welcome back to Beer Time. Sorry I've been a bit busy lately. Holidays, work, and family. You know, the things that are important. We finally get to get back into it. So, the Blood Red Sky and all the other Innis&Gunn beers have always been sentimental to me, because I believe it was like one of the first truly craft beers I've ever had, believe it or not. I can't remember who it was with, but I had a specific friend at the time, might have been Bob, who really liked Innis&Gunn as a whole. And this was before the big craft beer boom. This was one of like the first fancy, like eclectic and different kind of beers you could get. So I really grasped onto it. And at the time, I think they only had like the whiskey one or something. They didn't have the offering they do now. There's only one or two back then. I think there's like 5 or 6 at minimum now that are readily available if you look close enough. This is one of the more classic ones, the rum barrel red beer. And it tastes exactly as it says it does. First off, first thing you're going to notice after you take a sip, it's extremely warm. It is so very warm going down. And even on the front, it's a little bit warm too, in a good way. A very good way. Not an overly boozy way, just a good way. It also has quite a bit of like, if I had to say it, like kind of like a chocolatey fruit flavor almost. Like the fruit for sure. It definitely has like a fruity vibe to it. But there is a fair hint of like slightly bitter chocolate to it as well. But it just, oh boy, it's sharp, yet well-rounded. Tons of rum flavor. Tons of spiced rum, but not like the crazy extra spiced rum we get from like, what is it, Captain Morgan and all that, where it's like super dark, thick, spiced rum, which is delicious. This isn't quite it. This is more of just a darker rum. It's just rum, minus all the over-the-top spicing we see now in rum, which I do like. I don't know how so well it'll go with beer or not. But that's it. So we get the full rum flavor. It's a very red, rich, definitely not an amber. It's more on the red side of beers, right? Good bit of this really earthy fruit flavor, hair of chocolate. The carbonation's real subtle and fine. The beer, it's just a well-rounded beer across the board. I'm still as equally as happy to drink one since the first time I've had one, like 10 years ago probably. And they're still as good now. And now there's even more variety to it as well. So thanks to my wife for picking them up. She saw one at the store and remembered that I actually haven't done one on this channel yet. So good for her for paying attention, because I don't. So thank you, Brooke. And I think in closing, we're just going to say this is a must-buy. Most people have had Innis&Gunn at this point. I just felt like we had to talk about it because we haven't. But if you have not had an Innis&Gunn beer, these are 100% must-buys. If you've had them before, the rum one specifically is probably a should-buy. I think there are better Innis&Gunns, but this is kind of one of the classics where it all started. So keep that in mind with it. And let me know what you think about it. If you agree or disagree, I'd be curious, because it's a tried and true recipe. It's been around for a long time and they're still doing great. So I'll see you guys next time.